Moving on, right. 3 tournaments to cover this week. We'll do one of them very quickly, the other 2 a little bit more in depth. So I might start with the PGA Tour. We'll go a quick run over there. They're playing at the American Express, 3 courses this week, so it's quite hard statistically if you're looking for
like course form.
Basically, you want to look for someone who has it all. Strokes gained tee to green, hits it long, hits it straight, can find the green, can putt. Basically, the perfect golfer.
I know a Spanish golfer who's pretty good at that.
Yep, he leads the betting. John Rahm, $6.50. And if I'm going to have a bet, I'll probably have a little crack at him at $6.50. He's very short, but his form since his US Open win. 1-7, T3, 3, T9, T1. That's at the that silly end of year tournament, Tour Championship. Miscut, T17, miscut, second at the Tournament of Champions, where he broke Ernie Els' scoring record by 2 and still lost.
Kapalua.
33 under. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see John Rahm at the top of the leaderboard there. Others to look out for, in my opinion, Sung Jae Im in his last 3 starts in this tournament, T12, T10, T12.
Come on.
Has been on a very good run too. Taylor Gooch also been on a very good run to start the year, T4, 2 T5s, 2 T11s, and a win, of course. And then someone a bit rough, bit rougher, possibly the hottest man on the planet at the moment, Seamus Power, $29. Has won recently at the Barbasol.
Had a good tournament last week.
Yeah. He's flying. So, yeah, plenty to look at there for the PGA Tour. But this week, we, as a team, are going to focus on the DP World Tour, the Abu Dhabi Championship, and the Tournament of Champions for the women. So, Paul, maybe you want to start us off with Abu Dhabi?
Yes, it's been played for the first time at the Yaz Links. Sounds like a 90s techno band. Obviously, a desert course by the seaside. So it is sort of the conditions dictate how low you can go there. And if the wind gets up, it can be quite a test. And there is a wee bit of wind in the forecast for the Yaz Links this weekend. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, desert rat form. Players have performed over there in the desert before. Certainly should tweak your interest. I think that's about it.
Also, links form as well, isn't it?
Links form heavy for me.
Yeah, like it's a bit of a bizarre one. You're obviously looking at the desert, but being by the sea and whatnot. I mean,
it's been described as the first true links course of the UAE.
Hey.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also I had Kyle Phillips form too.
Yeah,
which
course, is what Alfred Dunhill links.
Yep.
And Kingsbarn.
Kingsbarn, yes. Mm-hmm. Reading off the same song sheet here. All right, who wants to start? Tom, you weren't here last week.
Look, I've gone through and I sort of identified a few guys down the page and whatnot. I tried to come up with someone different, but all the stats, all the hype led me back to, I don't think I've done this on the cut line before, to a single digit favourite, and that's Colin Morikawa. If he wins this week and John Rahm finishes, I think, tied for 7th or worse, he will become the world number 1. Obviously, best iron player in the world, seriously accurate off the tee. His flat stick has let him down in the last couple of tournaments. But I think this week, with it being a new course, with not that many people knowing the greens, I don't think his putting will be, I guess, as far away. I think other players are going to struggle on the greens as well, and he can sort of hold sort of par or even with the field on the greens in tough conditions. He's just got class. He's got drive. Obviously, won here in the desert the last start, and I just can't go past him, to be honest. So I'm going to be boring, but just think Colin is my man this week.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I won't, but I can definitely get behind that.
He's very much in the sort of a mold of a Matsuyama, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
It's like if Morikawa's putter is even lukewarm this weekend, he's going to be right there in the mix. So yeah, very, very easy to see why he is in fact a $7.50 favourite, but why you would still be quite keen to back him.
Just trying to have a quick look here. I read somewhere that it's supposed to, if you get an early late tee slot
Thursday, Friday,
you're probably better favoured or better suited because the wind's supposed to get up late on the first day, so it'd be fairly calm early morning first day. So I'm just trying to find the tee sheet, but I can't do that and talk.
I'll go with my top tip then.
Thanks.
I've tried to think slightly outside the box so I can understand why you'd like to back Morikawa at $7.50. McIlroy, who has always enjoyed playing in the desert, also at $7.50. Victor Hovland, who once again has got that all-round game to put him in most tournaments. He's at $11. So I've gone further out, though. I've gone Tyro Hatton at $23. He's a defending champ. Last season on the European Tour, he was top 20 in greens in regulation and putts per greens in regulation. He had a fairly solid finish to the season as well. And I think he, at the price, I think he can perform and give us a bit of a look come Sunday. So Tyrell Hatton at $23.
Well, good news for you is Tyro Hatton is off early.
Defending champ.
Defending champ.
Not at the Yaz Links, but yeah,
in the tournament. As I said, I can see why you picked Colin Morikawa. It's very close to going Rory as well with his desert form, and I just love Rory. But I'm going a little bit wider as well. A former Open winner, an Irishman, Shane Lowry, at $21. I think he stands up as one of the guys who can tip up these top tier players, especially if that wind gets up. As I said, he carved them up at the Irish Open as an amateur in I think 2009 in the wind and rain there. Windy, he's a former champion at this tournament, Abu Dhabi Championship 2019. Very windy there. That week, he's finished 4th and 5th in the last 2 Dubai Desert Classics. And there's 9 starts to close out 2021, dating back to the Irish Open. He didn't finish any worse than T23, and has gained strokes and approach in all of those starts. So Lowry, one to watch for 2022.
That Open Championship win, those conditions were just deplorable.
They were. So I'm hoping for a little bit of wind here.
Yeah. Won't be as cold as his Open Championship win, but
but and I think too the way he closed out the Ryder Cup last year, he was pretty impressive, even though they got towed up. But yeah, big season for Shane Lowry. So I'll take him. He's paying $21. Mid tier, Tom.
Mid tier. Now I've got a couple here. Just remind me what our price low price is for mid tier.
$32.99.
Okay, that's fine then. So I'm going to actually go with South African, and that's Big Dean Burmester. He actually last time in the World Championship in November, he was tied for 6th in Dubai. And he also has form at what we said was one of the correlation courses at the Alfred Dunhill Links, where he was 7th last year. He seems to, like I said, he seems to thrive in the desert, and I think he doesn't mind playing in the wind. He's at $41, and I think he is a good shout. Like I said, he's sort of top 10 the last couple of times he's been out in the desert, and he's a good each way play this week for me.
Nice. Paul?
I'm going for a top 100 player on the World Golf Rankings from Denmark. Rasmus Højgaard, paying $51 at the moment. Off the tee in his iron play, was very, very good last season. He's won on tour as well, so he knows that winning feeling. Once again, just need that flat stick to warm up slightly, and he should be there or thereabouts. So Rasmus Højgaard for me at $51.
Nice. I'm going for an Australian, Adam Scott, at $31. For some reason, I don't know about you guys, but whenever there's wind or links courses involved, the Australians always sort of jump out at me. Cam Smith, first week, Mark Leishman, Sony. Minwoo Lee had a good week back in his home country last week.
Back at Queensland. Long plane trip for him to...
I did. I've actually got him circled this week too, but I won't officially take him on the cut line. Yeah, I mean, Adam Scott, he should be an Open Championship winner. 2012. He's won in Doha. He's been in the UAE practicing for the last couple of weeks, which I think is pretty big. And a stat that I found, he goes very well out the gate, first tournament of the season. And I think it was 22 starts. That's how long he's been around. He's had 2 wins, 5 top 7s in his first start back, and then another win and a couple of seconds in his second start back to the year. So can come out the gate early, hot. So fingers crossed for Adam Scott. He's paying $31 here. Tom, a roughie.
It looks like a long shot, baby.
Hey, Ruffy, well, I get down to the betting page when I see a 1.
I've got the same one.
Zeros, and I see one man who sticks out, and that, of course, is Ryan Fox. Now, I've been informed he's had a very nice summer fishing.
Yes.
I think we're looking at correlation courses now. I don't know this, but I would guess that he would have had a couple of rounds at Tyro Hatton. Tyro Hatton is like a links course in the desert, isn't it? Bit of wind,
I wouldn't know.
the ocean, sand. I think a refreshed Foxy over there at 100s, he's going to be my roughie.
Catching fish doesn't help you make putts.
Yeah, but a clear mind does, Carl.
That's my problem. That's my problem then. Paul.
Ryan Fox at $101.
I knew you'd come up with the stats as well, so I'll just leave that to you, Paul.
Okay, so as you say, a clear mind, relaxed, and I think that's a big, not an issue with Foxy, but when he's relaxed, he just seems to play a lot better. The wind is forecast to get up, and if there's someone who's showing form in windy conditions, it's Ryan Fox. The final round of the Vic Open last season, the conditions were
very windy.
It was. I think they were actually contemplating or postponing the final round because it was so windy. The ball was struggling to stay on the green at times. He shot an 8 under 64 under those windy conditions to finish second behind Minwoo Lee, who was just had too much of a lead. But he had an 8 under 64, 2 eagles in that final round, 64. So he was smashing the ball, and he was smashing it fairly straight as well in terrible conditions. So if the wind does get up, I think Foxy, I think it brings the rest of the field back to him slightly. And so I think the 101 is a little bit of value. So Fox for me as me outsider. There we go.
This does have an early morning tee off, 8:40 tees off. All right. This is where you want to listen, boys. I found an absolute gem here. Forget Fox. The world number 233 Joachim Lagergren. I hope I've said that right. $126. We talked about the Alfred Dunhill links, Tom.
Yes.
This guy absolutely loves the Alfred Dunhill links. 2015, he was fourth. 2016, fourth. 2019, third. Last year, T2. He has some very good scores at Kingsbarn, a 66 and a 62. He won the Sicilian Open in 2018 at Verdura, which is a Kyle Phillips designed course. He missed out on winning the Qatar Masters in 2017 in a playoff. He's made 8 of 9 cuts to close out last year, gaining strokes and putting in all of them. Very long shot, but definitely worth a look at $126.
What was his name again, sorry, Carl?
Joachim Lagergren.
Okay.
I've definitely said that wrong, but you'll find them. You'll find them. We'll roll into the LPGA before we give our bets for the week. Paul, what do you know about the Tournament of Champions this week?
It's going to be held at Lake Nona Country Club in Orlando, Florida. It's a Tom Fazio designed course, so you probably want to keep in mind any players that have form on Tom, and there are a number of Tom Fazio designed courses, so you should be able to find a few players in that field who have a form on his designs. It's the first time that the Tournament of Champions has been held there, but the Gainbridge last season was held at Lake Nona, so maybe take that sort of form into consideration as well.
Yep, very nice. Jess Corder, the defending champ, she beat Danielle Kang in a playoff last year, and I think her sister Nelly was third, but Nelly won at Gainbridge the week after. First ever time sisters or siblings have gone back to back.
Second
time. Sorry.
The Sorenstam's.
Yes. Okay, Tom, have you got anything to add for the Tournament of Champions there?
No, I don't, I think.
You look confused.
No, all good.
Okay, well, you can kick us off again with your best bet for this tournament.
Wow. I think me and Paul might be singing off the same song here.
Oh, guys.
Loving your work,
me?
Tom.
But look, Lydia, at $5, obviously is short, but it's only a field of 30. But this Lake Nona Golf and Country Club, this is where she lives, right? This is her backyard. She played here a heap. She's familiar with the greens. And I think the way she sort of finished last year, she's primed for a big year. I can't get away from her. She's easily my best. And I'll let Paul do most of the talking.
Yep, I'm on Lydia Ko as well at $5. She's second favourite behind Nelly. But she finished last season in some very, very good form. Her last 3 starts, she had 2 top 5s and a top 10. She won again last season after a bit of a break. So she's really back in some top form. Of course, she played the Gainsbridge last year, and as you say, finished second behind Jess Corder.
Nelly Corder.
Nelly Corder, sorry. So she's got form on the course as well. I think it does suit her game. I'm very, very happy to take Lydia at 5s.
Look, I've also got Lydia on my sheet here, but I'm not going to take her because you guys have taken her. But I can, a bit like Morikawa, I can see why you take her at 5s in a field of 30 or 29, whatever it is. Look, I'm going to take Patty Tavatanikit at $14. She finished the season with 2 top 6 finishes in her last 4 starts last year. She was T5 at the Gainbridge last year on this course, albeit 6 shots behind Nelly. Finished 2021 season 48th in greens and regulation, but 9th in putts per GIR and 11th in putting average. So I think big part of this week is binning putts, making birdies. It will be a shootout. And Paddy, along with Lids, can putt. So I would take Paddy at $14. Tom, a mid-tier.
Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I don't know what it is I should do.
Mid-tier. Now we need to be over the $30 mark, don't we? Which is
Yep.
tough in the field of 30. So I am going to go with. I'm tossing up between two, and I still haven't made my mind up, to be honest. I'm going to go with Moriwa Jutenigan. She had a good win last year at the Great Lakes Bay Invitational. To be honest, I don't have too much more to go with other than I think I saw someone tipping her out as a good shot in the mid-tier, and I'm going to follow suit.
Love it.
There you go, punters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saw someone tip someone
grain of
out.
salt.
Nice. Paul.
I've gone with American Stacey Lewis at $51. She's also had a bit of form at Lake Nona, finishing 8th last season. I think she sort of tapered off slightly towards the end of last season. I think she was just feeling a wee bit jaded. And I think after the break, coming back, she's got a family now. I just get the feeling that she's going to start off fairly quickly this season, and she may taper off again towards the end. So I'll be backing Stacey in the first few tournaments, and I do like how she suits up here at Lake Nona. So Stacey Lewis at 51s.
Nice. I'm going for Matilda Castron at 41s. I think anytime you can find a two-time or a multiple-time winner in a field of 29 at more than $40, you got to look at her. She won on both tours, the LPGA Tour and the Ladies European Tour. She was a rookie in the Solheim Cup and absolutely carved up.
Didn't play like a rookie.
Did not play like a rookie.
No.
She's not the greatest putter, but she is 7th in greens and regulation, 46th in driving accuracy, and she posted 22 rounds in the 60s last year, sitting about 27th tour. So, as I say, two-time winner, have a look at $41. And a roughie, Tom.
Looks like a long shot, baby.
Oh, I've got no idea. Take your pick. I'm going to take Michelle Wee as a roughie.
West.
176. Yeah, well, married to Kanye West these days. At $176, worth $2.
There you go. Easy. Paul.
I'm going with Sophia Popov at $111. She's another one who finished 8th at Lake Nona last season. She's a major winner, having picked up a major at the Open Championship, and she was 10th at the Tournament of Champions last season as well. She, once again, her form sort of has faded away over the sort of the last half of last year. She did finish 2nd at that match play tournament in Vegas last season, so she's still got game. And at $111, I just think she's just a wee bit too juicy to let go. So Sophia Popov at 111.
Also, Sophia Popov at 111 for all their reasons Paul has just said. So yeah, alrighty. Time to divvy up some cash and play some bets, I guess. Tom, do you want to start and let us know where your money's going? It should be noted that we've only got outrights up at the moment for the Abu Dhabi Championship and the Tournament of Champions. But I am told the other markets will be up later today. This is Wednesday, of course. So
Cool.
we won't know prices, but we can guess.
That's fine. I'm going to go with my two best bets, and they are two short-priced favourites. 25 to win on Lydia and 25 to win on Colin Morikawa. So going the short way home on both of those. That's 50. In the women's tournament, I'm also going to have a bit of a spec on Yuka Saso. talented young golfer who, if she puts it all together, gets the putting right, she can win. I'm going to have 10 on her to win. I think she's paying $19 at the moment, and 10 on her to make the top 5 in that tournament. That is $70, isn't it? Then I'm going to have $10 each way, 10 to win, and $10 top 10 on my man Dean Burmester in Dubai, which leads me another 10. I would love to see some more markets, but I am going to put the last 10 on. Oh God. Who will I go in the last 10? Sorry, boys. Let's just make it 15 each way on Burmester. That'll cover me off. Or is that not enough bets? Yeah, okay.
I've really not taken any notice of Carl's. Must have a minimum 5 bets.
Okay. Happy days.
Let's do what you like.
Lydia, Morikawa, Yuka Saso, Dean Burmester, they're running for me this weekend.
Paul.
Okay, I'm going to Yaz Links, and I'm going to take Tyro Hatton, $10 to win and $20 for a top 5 finish. And I'm also going to have $20 on Ryan Fox for a top 10 finish at Yaz Links. So there's 50 spent. The other 50, funnily enough, will go right on the nose of Lydia Ko to win the Tournament of Champions. $50 on Lydia Ko at 5s.
All righty. I am just working this all out. Okay. Yaz Links, Lowry, $10 to win, $20 top 10. My man Joachim Lagergen, $5 to win, $10 top 20, and $10 for top 30. What have we got? That's 30, 40, 55. Over to the LPGA, Paddy, $10 to win, $10 top 5. Matilda, $10 to win, $10 top 10. And I am not sure where I'm sitting. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I got $5 left. I will concoct some sort of multi once the groups are out.
Sweet.
If that works.
Yeah, good as gold.
Sweet.
Look out for the power plays.
And look out for the power plays. Or maybe I'll put on a power play.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. $5 left. All right. Yeah, as I say, power play should be out later today.